Barcelona for back four. No. Now, you starting game in 4th minute. Barcelona, Inigo Martinez, one more goal game because I understand the coach. Boy, no, the yellow card. Se coach ni man bobo ni bia. Obedi yellow card, likely. Odi yellow card on both semi-finals. Into or dropping Marona row you have a both game ni bi. But clearly, and Barcelona lacked leadership at the back. 4 minutes. Barcelona mpa on my high line, they be almost so. Rona row you. And they didn't kind of first mistake. And wait, and a man, Seu Grassi, on your chance, he could have punished Barcelona on the 4th minute.
But man for Grassi Abaso in 2 lessons, or 5 chances. So
great chances. Now, me more another one here movie on fast. Mama 36 minutes. Now, me cast some intro. The entire way about at the right time for Barcelona to learn, and they say, "Can Patrick next one?" Can you just screens? No, so at 36 minutes. Now, essence and conformable 5 at the back. Wing backs, no, yeah. Back with Yan Kuto. Wow, we share television. On a cinema to one space our. Now, Fiance no ball left, no, so our far left. Now, the 3 players now, Borussia Dortmund, me catch on Maximiliano Bayer, Seu Grassi, Karima Adeyemi, Debiano, they are staying central into F4. Gerard Martinez say, on to me, Kotake, Yan Kuto to Debiano. Omi are very close, and they had spaces where one of those passer Karim Adeyemi konya 1v1 against the goalkeeper, and a boy ma woja sheshin essay no. Look, Barcelona are not used to this. Debiano, omo bomb high liner. Ayana back four, omo are very comfortable. Ayana right back, then left back. Open, Emma understanding Nukoye, but set 3 players. Attacking centrally, Sade. They have not met that game before, and it is good because Inter Milan for Sade way omunimi brutal. Mediate. Congratulations. They did not play well. And now, Gavi, first half, only threw me power park and so. But again, there's a difference between covering the pitch and controlling the game. Pedri brought control. Gavi was covering the pitch. Ken, Verdaluze Agostinus. A horn Arsenal for training a school.
A school for now.
And then Easter holiday school for now school and Sa school way and a Manchester City a bar Madrid one a honum co training.
Yes, at any manner.
Oh, he knows his left from right. And now Omuko training was school was so no pay. One there was a moment try, more be and trying for camera.
We'll be into me try.
See, Arsenal have a plan. I mean, kind myself and run. Arsenal call Santiago Bernabeu. When will videos?
Arsenal for video be a man.
We want some make.
I have 3 pictures.
David Raya
ne Ateta. Pictures in Kwa and a babonting.
Oh, because ideally,
because no Arsenal training or Bernabeu.
Training your mom will be
only 3 pictures Bernabeu.
Almost said that they trap picture no picture no crown boys need change now time on bar park no so. And no be trap picture no. Arsenal they have a plan but they are hiding it. And they are
but South school had because all picture no to me training was so. The same kofo fees is.
I kofo say almost so Madrid for no suspect so.
Say so ba.
So be so resume cha. Because Arsenal don't want any of us to know their game plan. Game plan Arsenal lead by game. Almost someone can't show be here.
And Obi him.
We all know what Madrid is going to do on the pitch, but for Arsenal, whether they are going to open up, whether they are going to defend it like the way, and now normally Manchester City boy at 10 against 11, Omko Parquet Barcelona, Obi him what we call Arteta want to do, but, and a deliberate Omashada.
Kobaki be because I know ewo Bernabeu Stadium. UEFA ran it saying because Omama your mama cameras nobody travel.
Omudi trawe. No.
Omama central be me.
David.
Bana in central for new one says some cover na training grounds for 50 minutes.
Well, I did so.
Omama
bia. It's not me say I did because Spanish in central for 1 minute he will give you comprehensive reports. But deliberate. Say Arsenal for Ashada say nyama na ye no nyama ne mabonten. I'm a Madrid for who game planner ye the ra game anymore. And my because deliberately almost saying so some kwarano don't want no ekọ Easter holidays. School way free. Yes, kwara ba ku mienu bi na wo ho and aka school mu akoda ba ku kra ko bi Mikel Arteta. But basically nkwara no ọma mo kwan ama mo nwura bebia Arsenal for nikura
enti anope omo ba sa school ha no omo nse me train wo ha enti omo ko hefa na no mo hye
omo si school no mo page back bi sisi omo kan jiro bia
ewo school ni inside
omo akwahye ho no omo prepare omo game omo wie no omo pia bonti akwahye omo hotel enti Arsenal they have a plan now because I'm trying to figure out what Mikel Arteta want to do. Because I'm serious and I'm curious to know. And then me per line up me per first 15 minutes how Arsenal will approach the game. Ken, come back now Madrid for can. You see, me feel say let's analyze comebacks very well. Yamfaya no nye comeback. Comeback is a psychological. It starts with the psychology of the game. The psychological game, Madrid are winning it. Because right after the 3-0, me sure say me bisa Ghana for mu team sisi a. Omu nyina beka say and the Inter Milan ne Bayern Munich dey ne bay mu bede crash in the 3-0. But right after the 3-0, Vinicius Junior etwem one central for him no say we'll do comeback. Mbappe be saying we'll do comeback. Rodrigo go every single Madrid place come back. I want to talk supporters need more for best 6 days in year. Or my trumpet come back, sir. So the psychological aspect of the comeback, Madrid are winning it. And nothing as they say, GD or Madrid beating ya baby. And no question a woman say, look, GD, if you say Madrid cannot do comeback, it is upset. They can do it. Are possible because you cannot tell me say a Tima or Mbappe or Bellingham or Vinicius Junior or Rodrigo Goes and to me said 3 goals 90 minutes. But are possible now? We are going to analyze that. Now you read the psychological aspects of the comebacks. Sir. Now you look at precedents. How do normal comebacks? Remember, Champions League Emperor and 9 and now be 3 or above. Comebacks AC. Mami mo bako. Sa AC Milan da Deportivo La Coruña game no. Yes 4-1 no. Deportivo be turning in here 4-0. Now me can some draw line with the now watch the sequence very well. 4-0. And now no Barcelona 4 Colusu to Paris Saint-Germain. On be share saying 6-1. Okay. And now no Roma any Barcelona game na ended 4-1. Roma be share saying 3-0. And now no Liverpool game 3-0 no omo be share saying 4-0. Liverpool versus Barcelona omo be share 4-0. It's 4 results here makandi actually. Ken 4 results no. Baku ended 6-1. Baku ended 3-0. Baku ended 4-0. Baku ended another 4-0. It's 4 games and your opponents now Ofia Bonsen ban wa be share just 1 goal. What's even common as see pa. So you cannot do comeback without your defense. Your attackers will score. Name how resolute anyway chile 1 year because comebacks now make for need the Champions League in winning no. Eya na omo mutifie eya comebacks no. Eya na omo defense ni strong 4-0. Eya Barcelona dey no 6-1 and the Cavani be share goal. It's normally the defense is very strong. Now, so if the defense play a roller and nothing that Carlo Ancelotti me no can say up to this afternoon. Are you confused that who the defensive set up no? Because Carlo he's more thinking about how Madrid will not concede goal because 9-10 minutes Vini obetim ya goal Bellingham e didn't work for the goals don't make him ya but can they score and not concede?
It was Arsenal share one I saw much for.
And don't see the Carlo Ancelotti me no up to now yes why are you confused? Say Enra or Twa say the mama could try Raul Asensio a right back. Because Fede Valverde no or person no cover midfield and it makes a lot of sense. And then now so what share Fede Valverde versus Martinelli a kwaya Martinelli ni Fede Valverde fast no wo ja no ma Lucas Vazquez a eye na enyi na be yaba. Master send a boy no e de Fede Valverde on one pa or the fast no
Asensio establishing in where in charge na wo break his central pair no. Now what the Chouameni Babeka Rudiger when I was signed the Asensio not just say Alaba ho
Saka befa
Alaba versus so ne Saka na no amfa but again only Frank Garcia unje Frank Garcia nindi but the na no Alaba ye say Garcia bit my the Alaba yen and anu idea. Not just say and yet now all Sunday I sense was correct. Now the Chouameni saying I be same film. Not just say what's your set team nina?
I said see Carlo Ancelotti is confused. One of those reasons why he wants to do that. And they say Raul Asensio or 6 foot. Chouameni or 6'2", 6'2". Ofa Rudiger or 6'3". Ofa Alaba krana 5'11". Inti se oyesa defensive setup we are. It just say our height. A bad set species obewa advantage. Unlike putting Lucas Vasquez there and Fran Garcia there into it's here for me, Arsenal forces so punish them defensively about set pieces into all during game no ankasa in playing. He's also thinking about set pieces. That is why he would want to see Rudiger Chouameni send a better elbow bia. Remember, Mourinho will be playing as the false 9. And until now, Otwan has no. I need to do setup bia a bass height a beboa. Point number 2 they say Carlo is worried about right back because ideally so be a fitter and call the Bebo too. But Charlie Martinelli born now or born and saying and now the year Fede Valverde he cannot trust Raul Asensio there. In any case,
but I don't know trust yes Saka.
Sorry, you cannot trust
Alaba against Saka. Because the reason why Madrid for me and Shego and they say Osan restricted Jude Bellingham. And man be sign Alaba. Alaba no ntimi mo na. Ade na Osan Jude Bellingham abayede. It is Osan yesabima. E say Jude be sign yeden. Asia Benechi. Madrid here 3 goals.
Ken, me know judging last time, one of those mistakes Carlo did was putting Alaba there. I need them know judging. But ninchire mu kire say no so drain height. Eba say yen defend there.
Oh, okay.
Now, kameme nko I won't play Alaba, I tell you. But we analyzing the game based on how Carlo Ancelotti sees things, not how I see things. How Carlo sees it. And he analyzes, say, this is why he want to make changes because I am worried. Say, any more for the only problem, be about no. A bad then it's me as solve. You're making mistakes because Arsenal for years ago. Nature say, a Jumana I am you. Arsenal, another Jumana I am you.
So Madrid defenders way, Madrid team way. Since you met me about 90 minutes without say, I'm conceding to Arsenal.
Ken,
because we share games or more concede goals now. Or even La Liga na
rest of your dad crash chef. Okay, so
it's because Sociedad share 4 goals. Madrid for supporters in the fan so enye but Sociedad share 4 goals over
conceding.
Omo concede bebre.
I had dream.
Arsenal share 1, this was share 4. Arsenal share 2, this was share 5.
Ken, echira what dear? Because me from Mr. Kenya and Toso say Tibu Kutu, I'll give you a game. I'll do it. I have no problem with Tibu Kutu Akra. Say a dear Obekas Antonio Rudiger, who jay Chiroman on Kwabe Master, Bafi Rudiger, and yes, our last year Rudiger, and yes, our son Rudiger on your feet. Him so more one companion of the Bobo. Intimino ya said, Ken, the conversations all of us, about how Real Madrid are going to score, we should also look at say Madrid for me about game no. By keeping a clean sheet impossible consider about coupe what it mean come here say now put aside the defensive issue Niamra made for the worker cracking Danny Ceballos can say boy ni
your fit
and then Misuro no it's not fit the last time one man neighbor in the mukake on your fit but it looks like Carlo Ancelotti the darling boy this season Danny Ceballos in whichever the ways is he will likely play because boy Sonny Fede Valverde age na central midfield wa on be Arsenal for challenge I'm telling you this
decisions or the moderate quarter
yeah someone who say area so na dwen sounds say and the Rodrigo Goes no drop Rodrigo Goes near moderate mbebo say na be yankebe Ebia Fede Valverde Modric was central midfield and also say Ebia Ceballos Modric was central midfield not the Fede Valverde ako right one drop it Rodrigo Goes what's in common as it is or drop Rodrigo Goes a second half say game when we he will impact the game because don't forget that Carlo Ancelotti in such games or rely on the place the free bench papa. See up to now Carlo Ancelotti he's too indecisive. Onye won the lineup all year because every minute he's thinking about what to do next. And until up to now, the likely lineup at Madrid be right game. But Ken, see, I want to see Fede Valverde and proper Dani Ceballos in midfield. Because as now for no, me susu say, and this is how I see things say. Where Ateta ni enim say, or ye typical Pep Guardiola guy, yen be ball ni mumo, yen defend no, and now no Ateta ema me different attitude against Manchester City. Me who say, sa Ateta na oye Pep no, eto de bi a obetinya Dani Jose Mourinho amana yi. Because that game, a quiet Ateta fast so defending yen won. Adam say, and that, and you want to see Ateta defending and making sure the chances of being able to game will be our best set pieces. So me corner me who say I will not be surprised because me so does Ateta better than who Pep Guardiola. But say BBAB or ye BBAB. So Ateta. You be rag game, you be anu assessa game no kra no akwa city deep 700 for the mom run me counter break in any case or the players to do some transitions, you know, because Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, almost what to do the transitions. Ken, first 15 minutes crucial.
You bet me go first 15 minutes.
Arsenal for concede go first 15 minutes and Bisuma omo penalty be pie.
Madrid be penalty.
So first 15 minutes omo concede.
Madrid se sasa me for the they come of the Fede Valverde, Eddie Ibekano, Jude Bellingham, and Ceballos, Partene Odegaard, and he can rise. So, bet my control, Medon Sedenano last week.
If you have Fede Valverde, Ceballos, I'm not sure they will do that. They will chase them. You see, Partey game no eba power when opponents are not pressing him.
They're not passing better. But Madrid for better pressing there.
Madrid they will not press. But they will chase them. The ball better. But Ken, first 15 minutes now make no. Make the Arsenal say Champions League games na ya no 2 games here and na ye hwe. A champion ni bi catch say home team no say or swing passes bare 5-6 boom. Na supporters near behind them at the pressure to opponents so. Me be some more examples. I'm just using the last 2 games I share and ya. Now, say Arsenal Jibola. How composed the Omobeye? Because if Real Madrid chase them, no the ball in cha. Na fans ni ginger. I'm sorry, it will affect them. Into Thomas Partey, just like he said, they never cause to a Benabao the same thing they see. England one day. I'm expecting some composure. No, if Arsenal get the ball out of pressure, as a so with me BT. Real Madrid for press, normal ball, normal football. Okay. Then you turn the supporters against them. But apart from that, the Kwasebe woman say, come back and be slow the mama you Real Madrid for because at that time engineering obeti me could defend the Abubo neighbor sa my Edding brutal.
Biggie. Bre, but some Kwame home fan or Kwame Dela and your fate and okay. Biggie, Bre Mukakra na Remo Kakra again, no mommy.
Can Real Madrid? Adia Madrid supporters, Nekanyana, and say, Omobe de Ramontada, which is the comeback. Omo are very confident. Omo GD pa, so Omo beti me aye. But then again, you ask yourself, sir, Osha Real Madrid Bobo Koni says here, the kind of quality Omo, Bola Omo Bar, is it possible? As some Omo can achievable na? These are some of the questions you ask yourself. On countless occasions, I come back and see what Champions League in Madrid in Kwan. A lot of clubs, Barcelona, a host of other clubs, it is a Real Madrid Nankasana, Champions League or no Aje Kesiano. So Caso obey a comeback. Ken and Kenyan news. But in the Champions League, I one tournament. What do you mean, Cabra obey history at your film? And statistics at your film, there be any year. It's Madrid for not to be so more say. When was the last time a Real Madrid as a club at the top by 3 goals in the first leg? Now Real Madrid are sorry here in the second leg. They come back in your qualification at the expense of team and on enable. Ken, the last time it happened, in 1975. 50 solid years in here. And a Real Madrid echo from by 3 goals and also losing the first leg by a 3-goal margin. And overturning the scoreline in the second leg. Fortunately for Real Madrid, no, you're only another English club. Now you're Derby County. Derby share Madrid 4-1. In the second leg, Madrid be overturn the scoreline about be share 5-1. It will your Madrid supporter. Obetimi anya sa confidence in this GD no. Some Madrid aye bi da. Into obetimi asaye. That is very true. But this time around, it's not against Derby County. Aye only Arsenal. Can only Arsenal so performance. Omo share na te saying. The previous 3 meetings are SC between Real Madrid and Arsenal. No Ken. Madrid didn't team for a ball back to Arsenal net team.
Until Madrid player will share good at Arsenal or your first player.
Well, breaky first Madrid player. I watch you go Champions League with Arsenal. 3 meetings. Madrid didn't team for a single ball. 1 cry and to Arsenal net team.
Bomo Catherine.
Can you why they?
Omo Catherine.
That's it. Or that's why you be there in the past. I no credit. But now you're only wine against only Arsenal, so no records in it is saying, statistics in it is saying, and against only Arsenal in favor Madrid. In the task, no, I am very difficult. A daunting one for that matter between these two. Carlo Ancelotti tries to obey temper against Arsenal again, and yeah, the Real Madrid Bobo in a sense that the Biameka said there are certain positions in footballer. You have the cohesion, any understanding neighbor. Can 4 and 5, a home, 6 and 8, and a 9 and 10. No matter the individual quality, no matter the individual brilliance, Senipa mi no mo bono and yantias between them. And who cry mummy no be fast waba. There is no way say niam be kwodiama those 2 players and found individual quality or more. Enti aya obete e wa abonten. So obi ohebo obi ano, nipa mi no wo so mo position and fa pe oh partnership ni nya adwuma. Cohesion ni ho because ya hebo na hu ball na baba beti ase. So no matter the individual brilliance and quality, they need a certain level of cohesion and partnership and understanding. And sana afa. Bona Rudiger ebono. This season Rudiger nya the Rudiger we know. But at least on it Raul Asensio boy, you see some sort of understanding, any good partnership between the two. It's in a crucial game. And ya hana obabe experiment. Carlo Ancelotti and here in the quest to find solutions for Real Madrid team, no, any of defense and then he would be creating other problems and be affecting Real Madrid. And man tell no my boy no mo honti ase no. And man tell no my boy who no mo no. Our mo de mo kon kan we chire o Real Madrid no. You have to stick to those players. In any case, we are fortunate say Arsenal bo boku no. Any a target man number 9. How the player kwa ko jina ne so amake no. So you can play the game. Abra what you see player back also. Because the Arsenal attack we are talking about, Ken, and found say Arsenal in number 9 only a target man no. Ateta is building an all-round team.
But then say Mikel Merino plan na foul.
Yes.
Because the start is different.
In the last 11 matches, Ken was 6 goals.
And now on your target man ultimate target no.
Ultimate for winning to no so.
Ultimate ba me the whole nti Arsenal born na sesa.
Say Arsenal the game na there is pressure. Obo say wa ban fin fi won ba support the midfield. Born in kwa ni mu honom no na wasan so aduru ho. Enti onye stationed player no one marking out of the game. Aside no. Arsenal Ateta try say the problems still no be find the solutions. At the Arsenal. And the only target man, he's building an all-round team.
I don't know when Ateta nyasa solution when na Ancelotti or experience or you better coach China Ateta. Still how when solution to the team whole season. In 24 answer. There are times you are going to do whatever you are going to do. I thought that results in Emma. Yes, and we been there to Carlo Ancelotti no. Arsenal team no. The last 3 matches from our Champions League, no match at 12 goals. Real Madrid neka ho. Washe mako 12 in their last 3 matches. Edu kwa share such a side. Only a target only number 9. But what build an all round team all she goes pa. And your time when I do defense e ba beto chacha. Ababe dia won sense nkohye sen.
Ken, omo mabo at least the 2 central defenders there. I was say Raul Asensio ni Rudiger.
Yes, what's that?
Debbie Chouameni is a good player. are picking the form this time around there, no correct. But Tchouaméni starting season no, and most often about central defense. Recently, you been the best of Tchouaméni. I brought here consistent to midfield. And clearly, that is his position. And how many are picking that kind of former? Or bet me the Real Madrid Bobo Kono. Last month, or by Madrid Player of the Month. And in that position, are you good for the player? No, Sememe Carlo Ancelotti. I am not going to tamper with it. And in any case, is Carlo Ancelotti only thinking about defending because so decided to change that kind? Or the Raul Asensio cover the right back, and then clearly the mindset is to defend against Arsenal.
But don't want to say Osha Martinelli.
Ken
say Asensio Martinelli. Now I share right or do bit him Saka. So sa two players in Huswa, Mereno Beba game, Patemo, Odegaard Beba game.
Yes.
Enti you make sure say best stop your mo. E yet denya you benya your moment. So our first leg na Madrid your moment. You share game na sia. Sam Mbappe ne Vinicius. Sa ombo no omoba omo pass ball nyeden. Omo jibo no omo si omo tia so omo pass ball no. I think senka omo level na at least senka Madrid nya go before Arsenal first go.
Sure.
Enti you defend ye because Arsenal shawana this year 4. Now you hear 3. You defend ye. Your moment ban you take a moment. And that's how say Martinelli ne Saka ba game no na so munya gwa game no. Over.
Very true. They all can know you agree 100%. But the entire na me make us say Carlo Ancelotti green defense and kwa because Madrid in your apple. It is a game Madrid shouldn't be thinking about defending alone. Madrid are green game plan and also the real game we should be an all attack.
When and the cano. Into this are moments in Ibini. Under normal and I say day Fufubiano with this chance and commit me ashe.
Sure.
So what I say?
Sure.
On bet me ashe.
Sure.
On one a year mistakes and Arsenal be win a game no easily. But send the young consider gua a be a bit many 2. Plan no. And now Arsenal born or mobono. Didn't say Arsenal in your chances.
Of course.
Arsenal will create chances.
And nothing I may make us say.
Just all hurt you first.
I was all hurt you no credit. But game where you game Madrid, if you the moment you start to think about defending more, then it looks like say you are already up and I'll be defending goals.
The moment I'll be starting to say who attacking more, Arsenal be first goal.
Coaches mean to catch was the best way to defend is to attack.
Okay.
Because who attacking more, you have a lot of them.
I say Jose Mourinho no be church.
The make us out. Because so when you see any other player or the right back position, maybe a Vasquez. Offensively, he will give you some options. Defensively, he's poor. But then again, depending on your game plan, the moment he moves, Raul Asensio can give that cover. That was our position on him. So, but Federico Valverde won't feel he's energetic. Obetimi Ababa support our position no. Now what station was central defender no. E won't feel on him. No more protect goal post in the amount.
Asensio no so about 2 bi da obopa na and na team game ben na Champions League game na La Liga game okay as me so about 2 ni
so okay it's for me experiment and then you nya de beboa debi it is a game you have to go in with your A game say Arsenal eba Ateta Asha say send nema wo akiri wonom no they about the pair results against Real Madrid they are up by 3 goals. It will be protecting the lead. But what Real Madrid game, you should be thinking about attacking because what they come in, sir. I think now better to come in, sir. And so now when you did him, and a problem. Eddie Carlo Ancelotti, he shouldn't gamble with the defense. Momo Matibu Kotwan Konko Bre already 48 saves in the Champions League this season alone. Momo ko add more pressure. And so honum. Arsenal team in Finfin and Nisha Madrid Jaho Momo dominated. Problems they had in the first half. And because of Arsenal dominated the midfield.
Okay.
Thomas Day Party, Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard, Emnanti and Miensa. Mikel Arteta decided says so come anymore. No asama Mas Luis Kelly about the coming forward now. Pressure bar. No asama so Mikel Merino so about the come Finfin. So they had total control in the midfield. And they break Real Madrid midfield no. Team no midfield ni nya break pe hono na ye engine because I want a ball in transit and sana ko be say ko bia.
Okay.
It is not going to be an easy game for Real Madrid. So person you come back, you need your A game on the field. And sana what me that particular comeback. And then only idea say but still can me dem who say heading. Say come back. Arsenal be free. It is extremely difficult.
Dios. Oriana. Number Kwame nye fetch Mr. Mo. Kwame kakra bi.
Yeah, me dey be 2-3 minutes bi kakra.
Kakra bi. Okay, kakra bi. Na
home say Enra after say Dortmund say 3. Aston Villa say 3. Madrid for ni agidi say home teams na say 3 dia. E che say Madrid beat ma say 3. De bia ni ma de chie mu nsem. The fact say Enra home teams ne say 3 ne che say sa ne bi sie ne. Enti untimi nyusu Enra home teams o mo say 3 na as a yastic say enam so o ma say 3 ne nti chinchina Real Madrid for be say 3. However, Ken Semi Busawa Sanka Real Madrid netina Banabao e say 3. Ana okwa Arsenal fia Arsenal for bit maka so be comeback na. By Busa ho say di ntina Real Madrid akolu so 3 e wo London. But mo so be comeback because of one. Omo mentality. Ana ye say oma ye comebacks ni bi pe enti mo mutimi nya gidie. So game na ebe koso no. The obe qualify no. The first aspect the mental aspect of the game. While on the field of play mentally obey tough no. Ona obe qualify. In this case, Real Madrid for ebe try some better ti omoka. Omo titi omoka dia, ombe try some the pressure beto Arsenal for so. Banabao fans ne better Real Madrid chi pressure beba Arsenal so. So how are Arsenal mentally ombenya sa mental toughness no very important. How ombe resilient. How won't to contain pressure abo under pressure even at the time we moye dey no say Arsenal for enya mental toughness na no way say Real Madrid be Arsenal free. The first thing I Arsenal here no enya tactics mental toughness. The tosum yenu tactically me Real Madrid ni by Ken between Arsenal team na wo ho and Real Madrid no the tactically o ya ade Arsenal bobuko no enkofo say Real Madrid betima she 3 obehye 4 no kre omo individual players a ombetima ye sa ade no Banco for refi say Champions League na yebo no. We Inter Milan free wa. The best defensive setup Arsenal. Defensively Arsenal is very solid. And easy say ubetimi the ball ato Arsenal team. In the UEFA Champions League, Arsenal conceded just 6 goals. Enti we your presentation in Central Football Teta say when was the last time we conceded 3? When number of days or kai. Enti say e show team say Arsenal defensively omo ye poor. Na wo da down won share Arsenal. In terms of mechanizing of defense, Arsenal timi press well. Arsenal timi switch comedy block. Almost said to me you so low block and nana kwaku chechim say Arsenal and Man City at the time mpokra no mobo numerical disadvantage omo defend. So Real Madrid kwaku share team are defensively omo ye sound. At the same time, Arsenal offensively omo ye very good. Arsenal bet me the open player shegu or the set piece bet me shegu or the ongo mpokra timi she be bia Arsenal timi yes ade no. And Arsenal and rely on just one player. Arsenal goes almost no ekati across. And it's a way team now so kwa share Arsenal 3-0. Now I come back. And what's our factors and your money na? Adie ma Real Madrid for GD any personalities and movements. Movement ne beba Real Madrid bet ma for the movement. Movement ne beba maybe Arsenal team infa. Real Madrid our personality and any adie nko bet me BT team e friend say Arsenal. Ba o take Real Madrid bobuko na. O ye capable so bet ma by defensively o ye good na. Ken Champions League na yebo no. Eye only Brestois and Real Madrid don concede goal. Every single game, we Brestois game ni free wa. Real Madrid concede goal. So defensively, Real Madrid weak. The here ne say Arsenal betima control game no, obe control transitions, obenya sa mental toughness no. Arsenal be qualify. Se ubu samia as a pandit na me de no kre ka asema. Arsenal 98% chance so obe qualify. Real Madrid just 2%. Arsenal 98% chance to qualify na numere. Real Madrid 2 by sa 2% no. And Real Madrid personality ni moments no. Enti say o kan okra nye kasa bebre. 98% chance for Arsenal to qualify.
98.
Yes, Real Madrid was just 2.
98.
Yes. Real Madrid was just
2.
Yes. And sa 2 no. And Real Madrid for moments and personality no.
Okay.
Enti say omo 2% no. Omo munya sa moment na ombitima se sanyoma. By ye fair na o kan okra. Arsenal was 98% chance to qualify.
Okay. And you Kwame Jela. Nyama bia yeta ho na say once you about Champions League na we dey sibi wa na game bi na yin na yin da so na yakɔhwɛ game foforo. And no mo say they do be na nkɔhwɛ Aston Villa na PSG. You do be na nkɔhwɛ Aston Villa na PSG. Arsenal yɛ ne 10 ma nkofo ba kɔ we internet Bayern ana anya sa menka sɛ ɔmo bɛyɛ ne ntɛm me say Arsenal yɛ ne 10 free hɔ a nkofo bɛ switch
ɔmo yɛ ne ntɛm sɛ ɔmo mankofo na hyɛ ɔmo na
dabi ɔmo yɛ ne ntɛm sɛ bi a yɛbɛbɔ first half awie na bi a Arsenal sɛ kɔ lead bi a 2-1 one way nkofo bɛ switch akɔ ana anya sa ne te nkofo bɛ switch akɔ Milan no makɔ bi a make sɛ na hɔ so Bayern 1-1
ne mu ayɛ
den because and when we say PSV ni Aston Villa nkofo kɔ hwɛ pa ne mu de why menka sɛ Arsenal yɛ kɔ akɔhyɛ o bana me kyiri bisa bon okay ana ope so jema no si baby
o there bi
aha me so
game ni de
o man no ana kwa me kyekiri
Madrid bet me aye bibia bi
bibia okay you best Arsenal for said from there 3 days ago 4 days ago you can say nkofo na agya to makata o stadium no so na no awia ma yi akyerɛw o makata so sisi a make say yenya kata so o makata bibia so mo be du na ho nyina say no ko mutim doom light
na say baby on be fa no na medwon send ya ultras for no already omde niama aboroboro
no metata send you me hunu kakra and they say normal
na me slow the mom say if there is a way I'm for different routes.
I know be frame me nipa ba akoko gina Stamford Bridge o twa kire me ka kire me say ba bi o gina no woman no fie na wo ayi ho no
mami ni fie ho
o ja mami bi fie okay ana ko to aso say oboba no bi jani fie no hwe no okay yam fa no siwe na memra but ma remfi me ba be che sika sisi a me pa cho me che mienu sisi a me che 2000 na ma che 3000 Ghana cedis na ma che 5000 me che 10000 Ghana cedis eno 10000 ene ma remfi se also no encha me be bro sisi a booking course